You got the golden ticket. No need to overthink it. You got the golden ticket.
Hey, my Plus Ones. Welcome back to another episode of Plus One. I'm your host, Jess, and today I am very intimidated by my guest.
What?
Yeah, no, but not in the sense of like you and I talking, in the sense of, so this is Straw Hat Goofy. You've probably seen him all over your For You page. He also hosts, hopefully.
Can I be your movie guy?
He also hosts a podcast called Get Wrecked with Straw Hat Goofy. He's an entertainment contributor with iHeartMedia. You do so much, have so many titles, but you also go by Juju Green.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
I think that's the main one. I think that's the one we can mainly do. Like, I feel like Daenerys Targaryen, how she had like all those titles, like Breaker of Chains, the I don't know, Khaleesi. Yeah, Khaleesi's one of those titles. I can't even remember two of them. This is gonna go great.
Right? But it's funny when you think about that. When I was just going through and like writing up all the different things that you do, you are one of those people where you do so much. Father, you know, throw that in there.
Yeah, that's also a big one. That's my main one.
Of course. But when people come up to you, I'm assuming they all drop in by saying Straw Hat Goofy, right?
Yeah. Even my friends, like, so I've been friends with people for like a year, didn't know my real name. They were like, oh, they just call me Straw Hat.
I had to double check a few times. Like, let me make sure I get this right.
I mean, in one way, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah,
it's like, okay, the title, the branding is working, but at the same time, it's not a name. It's not even like a cool nickname that you just call somebody on the street. There's no shorthand for it. Like,
that's true. It takes a minute to get it out.
It takes a minute to get it out. Like, yeah, you could go with Goofy, which, like, depending on how you mean it, I could either be offended or whatever.
I was just about to say,
right?
You might not like that
Straw
one.
Hat's like kind of cool in a way. It is a little abstract. It's like a person named Straw Hat. That doesn't make sense, but like, I'm like, that sounds cool to me. But I think Juju is like I'm like, the people who know me call me Juju, and the people who really know me call me by my government, which like
I was gonna say, is that even your government name?
It's
though?
not. I wish it was. I might change it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Sorry, Ma.
Actually,
I'm gonna change it. I might change it.
Change it to Juju?
Yeah,
I
might
like
do
that.
it. Yeah, my government name is Julienne.
Oh, okay.
Which is
close.
Fine. It's a good name. Solid name. Like, you know, derived from Julius Caesar. I don't know if that's great or not. I just read that somewhere. There's plenty of cool Julians, but every time I hear it now, it just seems a little foreign to me.
I get that. Yes.
Like,
yes.
You know?
Dude, it's so interesting to think about, though, because it's like those of us who go by different names online. Some people do refer to me as Jess the reporter, but I just go, I feel most closely to Jess.
Yeah.
Full name Jessica, but I'm like,
Jessica. Yeah, it makes
that's
you,
not
what?
me.
You feel like a little bit in trouble with your parents when people say it, like they're gonna say the full thing.
Exactly. I'm like, suddenly my middle name's coming in next, Victoria, and I'm in trouble.
I've gotten that before in my adulthood. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do?
You're like, I'm 30 years old and I'm over here in trouble. What do you mean?
I don't like that feeling. And a lot of times I'll get it when, like, you know, I'll be like on live or something, and someone in the chat comes in and says, Julian, good to see you. And I go, who are you from my past?
From like high school or something.
From like high school or something. And that's like the shit. I probably shouldn't have said this on this podcast, but that's like an automatic end. Now everyone's gonna be saying Julian in the chat, and I won't know who's who.
Wait, that's crazy.
The death of that. But
oh God, you must hate that then.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's cool because like I always like reconnecting with people from my past. I'm not.
Do you?
I'm not like here's this person. Like
you liked growing up then.
I liked growing up to an extent. Yeah. Like I've had two eras. I was extremely bullied very early on, which is why I got into movies, because that was my only way to relate to people.
Question.
Right? Like it was like I'm not gonna say I didn't have a lot of friends as a child, but I was like extremely bullied as a child, like, because, you know, kids are mean as shit, and I don't know if I can curse here.
Yeah, you can.
But, okay, great, fuck.
Let's run it up.
But you know, having like darker skin than most black people, like kids will just target that, and it was a very like fucked up time, to be honest. Like it put me in a dark place at a very, very young age, and it just made me yearn for a connection with somebody. And I did have friends, but like, you know, we know it takes just one awful comment to just kind of like take over your entire psyche
and trigger that part of you.
You know, and so growing up, like I was just desperate to connect with people, and the only way that I could do that was through movies, right? Like I don't know nothing about much, right? I can't really talk about sports outside of basketball. I got into basketball so I could connect with people. But I was like, everybody likes films, so like I developed this talent where I can like watch a whole movie just once, and I can recite the whole thing back to you. which is where the memory comes from. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like I never rarely walk out of a movie and say, I might need to see that again to like see if I caught it. No, I caught everything.
Okay, that's crazy
Yeah.
because I am not like that at all. I have a really bad memory.
Yeah,
and
I have a bad memory with everything else.
Oh, but
it's
except
awful.
with
but
movies.
with movies, like I just kind of developed that talent because I really wanted to share it with people. It was like my
you
only way
wanted
to
the
talk to people.
connection.
Yeah, so that's everything else. Don't ask me what I'm doing tomorrow. Don't ask me what I'm doing 5 minutes after this is over. But movies, I can give you the whole the whole rundown.
Which is kind of interesting to me because I feel like growing up, if I knew people who were really into movies, they like didn't really talk to other people.
Yeah, it was like an introverted like type of thing. Yeah, but no, I used it outwardly. It did actually. You know, again, it was the only thing that I was able to talk about. So I did find myself in a lot of circles, just like waiting for someone to bring up something.
Please.
Not even bring up the movie, just something to make me like switch the conversation into it.
Yeah.
But once I got into basketball, it kind of like just consumed my identity for a long period of my life. Like I played basketball from like 5th grade to my senior year in high school. And again, I was always like that guy who would just quote movies on the team. And not going to toot my own horn, I was pretty good. I was team captain on a lot of the teams that I did, right? I also played with James Harden like my freshman year. So like that was really cool. That was a good experience. But I started to like really recognize my love for stories in that way. Because, you know, when you're a kid, like you're into what you're into, but you don't know where you could take it, how far it can go. Yeah. But being consumed in basketball, I got to like maybe my senior year. And I realized that's not something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life, right? Like I was
Isn't that a funny moment?
It was a crossroad moment. So I told this story before. But I was called Troy Bolton for a majority of my senior year of high school.
Dude,
like
that's hilarious.
Like dead serious. Like I had this crossroads moment where I was a team captain. It was my senior year, and I had gotten really close. You see where I'm going with this already.
I know where you're going. Yeah.
I had gotten really close with my drama teacher. Shout out to Phil. And he really got me into like loving stories and cinema and like you know like plays and Broadway. And I was a lead in this play called 12 Angry Jurors, and we didn't have an understudy, right? Oh, and opening night was on the same exact day as a basketball game. So I had to choose
What did you choose?
You know which one I chose. We ain't got no understudy. There's no show.
Yep.
I was like, we have a co-captain. I said, Raymond, shout out to Raymond Golar. I said, bro, you got it. It's all good. We lost. But
because you were out.
Because we were. I didn't say it. She said it. But we won in the hearts and minds of our audience because the play was a big hit. It was amazing. And the next day, like Raymond, he comes after we lose the game. He says, bro, I swear to God, like, because everyone had to see the show for extra credit. He goes, bro, I'm seeing the show tomorrow. You better be fucking good in it. Or like, because you just cost us this game. Yes. And then he shows up to it. Mind you, Raymond is cut from the same cloth that I am. We're both from Compton, both like grew up in the hood, like, you know, both went to the same place at the end of the day. And so this is a hood guy. He's a hood nigga, right? So he's like, he sees the show. He walks out. He catches me like backstage. He goes, all right. He was like, you did good. You did good.
Wow.
So Raymond, you never knew that, bro. But that was like a huge like moment in my life. That was like kind of like what turned me into this in a way.
Dude, that is so sick. Did a part of you then, so you decided you didn't want to continue on with basketball, but did a part of you want to continue on with acting and theater?
Yeah, I mean, to a small extent. I wouldn't want to say like acting. I felt like doing it that year was just kind of like the fun thing to do because it was my senior year.
Just for fun, and you were over here getting the lead?
You know, I was getting the lead.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Like, and I didn't know I was going to get the lead. I just wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But again, shout out to Phil. He saw something in me that was like, nah, you can do that, right? And I've always had a talent for public speaking, and like I never had a problem getting in front of people and just kind of like displaying myself. And so he just saw that and said, let's put you like front and center and like anchor this thing. And so, but afterwards, like I didn't go into college going like, all right, I'm majoring in theater now. It wasn't that. I went into college still very much lost because I just lost a huge part of my identity, which was basketball. Yeah. And so I did what most people do when they're lost in college. I majored in business.
I did that right there with you.
You know, I feel like that's what a lot of people get into because like I was like, I could wear a suit and have a briefcase. I don't know business. I could
figure it out. And then you take your first econ class. And then you take your
that
first
econ
accounting.
got me out of it. I was like, nope. I said nope. But I
God.
stuck with it because again, I didn't know what else I was gonna do.
Yeah, you had no other option, so you thought.
Not at all. And then I think it was like a couple years into college where I was talking to a counselor, and she was like, "You're a little too outgoing to be a business major." Like,
Oh, funny, they never said that to me. I'm offended.
listen, I can say it to you now. You're way too outgoing to be a business major.
I did add on a communications minor.
Communications.
Yeah, there it
and
is.
she put me onto communications. And I was like, okay, great. Took a bunch of classes just to see like what fit. And I was like, this shit is a rad ass major. Like,
So
yo,
much more fun.
communications, y'all, is lit.
Yeah,
like, it's one of
yeah.
the most lit majors you can ever do. Like, I don't know if kids are still saying lit, but it is. But
But for the sake of this pod, it's lit.
it's lit. It's like, I was
Oh,
like, we could do
yes.
media, we could do journalism,
Yeah,
like PR,
exactly.
advertising, screenwriting. I was like, this is heaven to me.
TikToker.
I bet.
Who
Yo,
would've
there
thought?
needs to be a bachelor's and master's for TikTok.
There's
like
going to
social
be
media.
soon,
there
I'm
has to
sure.
be. There has to be.
I remember my dad. I went to my dad before I signed up for college, and he was like, "You're gonna be a business major. Like, you have no choice because communications is for athletes. That's an athlete's major."
That makes a lot of sense.
And I said, "You know
that
what?
makes a lot of sense.
Okay, but
Wait,
I
did
grew
you
up
play
an
sports?
athlete. Yeah, I grew up.
You seem like you played some sports. What sports did you play? Can I guess?
Sure.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
I gotta take a good look at you real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Little
Do a little little scan,
Analysis.
Analysis
There we go.
happening. Okay, analysis complete. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, fuck, soccer.
No, I always thought I'd be so good at
Can
it.
I keep guessing? I want
Yes,
to see
sure,
how
why
many
not?
guesses. Okay,
That's like the one sport I did. Oh,
hold on. Wait, you did soccer?
no, I never did.
Okay, so it's the one sport you didn't do.
I didn't do.
Okay, so
But
you did
like,
softball.
I'll give you like, yeah,
You did softball.
that's the one I played the most.
Did you do volleyball?
No, way too short.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
I would've been-
I mean,
libero.
I did 1 year of volleyball, and I'm not the
did
tallest guy,
you?
but I could jump high.
It's kind of rare to meet a guy who did volleyball.
Yeah.
In high school?
In high school. I
Oh,
did 1
that's
year.
cool.
Yeah, my coach convinced me that I'll be able to dunk if I play volleyball for a year.
Wait, that's so smart. That makes sense. Did
Yeah.
you? Oh no, you
I never
couldn't
dunked,
do
mind you.
track,
Huh?
right? You couldn't run track because it was basketball season.
Well,
Right?
yeah, no, I couldn't.
Oh, no,
do
that was just
yeah.
winter track.
I think track was like different.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like track is just not. I love running. I don't like running for sport.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna ruin it. I also ran.
You didn't ran track?
And
You
I
ran track?
loved it.
Okay.
Because I was always just like naturally faster
Yeah.
on my softball teams and whatever. I played basketball a little bit, but like
Okay.
does not count. Not enough.
Honestly, track stars on the basketball team, we need that. Like,
Yeah.
like we need that.
Bro, it was fun, but I get why people hated it.
What, basketball or track?
No, track.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do it. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what it was. Like in middle school, my PE professor, teacher, he literally
Professor.
he literally like he saw me during PE, and again, I love running, right? Like I'm very good at endurance. I can
Yes,
maintain the
I ran
speed
cross
for a
country
long.
too.
See, so he saw that, and he straight up begged. Like he came to my house, got on his knees, and begged my grandmother to let me join track. Begged her. Mr. Pompey, I remember you, bro. Like, he did that.
You're just shouting out every one of your teachers
These are people who, like, I remember. Like, they're just, like, you know.
See, this is sick. I was so curious. So you grew up in Compton, which is obviously in Los Angeles County. Let
Yep.
me not say obvious because
Yeah.
I feel like some people don't understand.
people don't understand,
how
yeah.
big LA County is.
It's huge.
I'm originally from Bellflower.
Oh.
So neighbors.
I lived in Bellflower for,
Really?
maybe 4 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Recent or when you were growing up?
I moved out of Bellflower, I want to say 2020. Yeah, 2020.
Okay, yeah,
I moved out of
cool.
there. Yeah.
So that's where I'm originally from. I understood how big LA County was because of that. I moved to Temecula, entirely different
Yeah, a whole
from
different vibe.
where I originally was. But I think a lot of who you become is shaped by where you're from.
100%. 100%. That's where I got my drive from, I feel like.
Yeah, I was
The
just about
fire.
to
Like
ask.
I always feel like I'm trying to make it out the hood.
Right. It's just ingrained in you because of that. And I feel like especially when you're like born there and when you're the youngest there going through school there.
Yeah.
So you feel like it's just made you a very driven person.
100%. Like, growing up in Compton, like, you know, there's not really a lot of options that are put in front of you. You feel like you just got to do a couple things, and that's like rap, play some type of sport, or be really freaking smart. Not all of us is really freaking smart, right? So, like, basketball was like what I saw as like my way out.
Yeah.
And so I developed like these kind of like survival tactics you know, while I was doing that. Like, again, only focused on basketball. I was never outside. Like, I was never outside when I was growing up. Like, I'm not going to say never outside. When I was a kid, I used to ride my bikes, and I used to go to my friend's house and things like that. But as I got older and started to really perceive the dangers of what what came with being a young man in Compton, when, like, people start picking up those people at that age to be in gangs and stuff, that's when I, like, kind of, like, locked down, and I was just like, okay, I'm only playing basketball.
In and locked down.
If I leave the house, I had a plan. I had my disguise, right? So my dad was a really big, like, gangster in Compton. Like, he was a really big one. Like, everybody knew who he was. And he's been in prison for, like, literally my entire life. He just got out 4 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I, knowing his reputation and walking through, like, the town, like, I was like, okay, I don't want to be fucked with. Like, I know there's people who fuck with him. I don't want to be fucked with by people who don't.
Yeah.
So I kind of developed this,
it's bad on both sides.
It's both sides. And I don't want to be pulled into it, right? So, like, me playing basketball, I had this, like, what I like to call my Compton disguise, where, like, I would throw on my glasses and I would, like, carry my basketball with me everywhere that I went. So that way when people saw me, they would go, yo, that's Gina's son. He about to make it to the league. Don't fuck with him.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was like kind of nobody wants to fuck with the kid with the basketball and glasses, right? Especially if he's the son of this, like, notorious, like, gangster in the hood. So I was like, okay, as long as I, like, keep my ball with me and my glasses, I'm good. The one day I left them at home, I got robbed. The one day I left them at home, I got robbed. And I was like, shit, that was my fault.
I needed my disguise.
Dude, I need my disguise, and I forgot to bring the disguise. But I thought to myself, because, like, I was sent to the store to get a Sunny Delight from my aunt. And I was like, that Sunny Delight's going to be heavy on the walk home. I don't want to have a basketball Sunny Delight. It's going to be too much. So I said, I can leave it at home.
So specific.
I can leave it at home, bro. Little did I know. I shouldn't have left it at home.
They took your Sunny Delight?
No, they didn't take the Sunny Delight. They should have. It's great.
Else.
So
yeah.
I would rob people for Sunny Delight. But they
it's not
like
funny. It's not funny.
It's not funny, but it is kind of funny. Because like you ever see the movie Dope?
No.
Watch the movie Dope.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to be giving me so many movies today.
I got
Dope, here we go.
That movie is basically my life to a T. It's about a geek living in Inglewood. And he's like obsessed with the 90s. I wasn't obsessed with the 90s, but everything else is pretty much true. Where he's just walking around and he doesn't want to be bothered by anyone, but people keep messing with him. And I was just like, yeah, if I keep my money in my, like, I had a plan. Like, I was always prepared to get robbed. This may sound really bad.
Oh my God.
I was prepared to get robbed, right? Because, like, I put $5. Now, how did I do this? I'm trying to remember, like, how exactly I did this, because it's a two-step process.
Stop.
So,
the
no,
prepping?
100%. So, like, my aunt gave me, I think, like, she gave me, like, $20, right? All in, like fives. So what I did was I took 15, I put it at the bottom of my shoe, like, under my sock,
Whoa,
right?
that was smart.
And then I put the 5 on the ankle of the sock. And so when I was walking in, I saw a group of guys. I knew they were going to mess with me when I walk out.
Man.
And so what I did was I made sure to show them the 5, put it on the ankle of the sock so they see that I have money. And then I walk back out, and then he goes, hey, man, you got any change for me? I said, nah, bro, like, I just bought this thing. He says, nigga, I saw you put that shit in your sock. Give that shit up. I was like, all right. So I gave him whatever I had, like, in that sock.
Yeah.
But under the shoe.
You still kept your money?
All safe. Kept the money.
Oh, my, smart.
Yep.
That was smart.
But I came to my aunt. My aunt was like, where's the rest of my change?
But you see, this is the difference of someone who actually grew up somewhere where you had to, like, prep in that way.
Yeah.
I was comparing this to things that I've seen in movies when you were describing this process, but I didn't grow up with something exactly like that. You know what I mean?
That should be real.
Yeah.
Like, I see it in movies. I'm like, I get it.
Well, this is what's so interesting, though, because people never understand why I claim Bellflower when I moved at 8 years old. My whole family still lives there or in surrounding areas. Yeah. My dad grew up there in East LA. 8
years is a long time to be living in that, like, as a kid. Like,
well, and I was going back every weekend, and my mom ended up staying out there and whatever. My dad is a brown man. Yeah. I look very white, obviously, but I was shaped by a lot of his experiences that he would tell me about. So I'm just, like, very understanding, but I've never exactly lived his process.
Right.
Although growing up as a young woman in certain areas, then you start to
see things,
see stuff a little differently,
and then you adapt according to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's, like, different things that we kind of have, different things that we pick up on.
Right.
And I think people are always like, oh my God, why are you so scared in certain areas? And when you go to the gas station, like I will not go to the gas station at night because my dad's on the phone over here being like, you better not go to the gas station at night.
And you don't forget it. You don't forget that.
It's
You're
stuck in your brain.
We're hardwired.
The way this stuff all really shapes you is just insane. At what point? Okay, so like I said, Compton is Compton. It's its own area.
Yeah.
It's, I would say, Long Beach City
Long
or
Beach is its own
county area. Really is what it should
Some
be.
people consider it its own world, which it is.
It kind of is.
Like, it kind of is. Like, Compton and Long Beach are two completely different places. Like, we see each other and be like, yeah, we understand it. Like, we're neighbors. But Long Beach is completely different. Yeah, my mom's from Long Beach, and she just moved back there, so I've been going back there a lot lately.
Yeah.
And I look around, I'm just like, damn, this is like a whole different world from where I'm at right now.
It feels very different,
Yeah. Like, the people are, like, different. Like, I don't want to say that it goes as far as them having their own language, but it's just like, I don't know, you just feel it, right? Like, I don't want to go to Long Beach. I hate visiting people in Long Beach because parking is fucking terrible.
Dude, it's miserable.
Parking is the most miserable part. Like, people think, like, downtown LA's parking is bad. Long Beach parking is awful.
A beach city is tough.
Yeah.
We're in Venice right now.
And you
This
gotta
shit is
pay
tough.
for everything.
It's so annoying.
It's annoying.
What do you mean it's $3 an hour for...
I'm just trying to go to the Red Lobster. Like, why y'all paying me to go park in the Walmart parking lot?
I'm going to Sizzler with my grandma. What are we doing?
And I'm paying for a park. You might as well do valet.
Exactly.
It's so bad.
I meant to ask you this when we were talking about high school, though. Did you notice that people in Compton and in like the Bellflower area, they took sports more seriously than they took art?
Yeah. There's like little to no art in those areas. Like, I was lucky because I went to Artesia High School in Lakewood. So like my main thing was like, it's a weird story how it ended up there, and I'm gonna keep it brief. But I was gonna go to Compton High School, but I made a best friend, and we played basketball during like the summer, and like we had a new plan to play basketball together at GAR, which is in Cerritos, Artesia area, right?
Wait, this is so weird hearing all these places.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about this with you because there's so many transplants, and most people would
They
just be
don't
like,
know
"What are you
anything.
talking about?"
They're like, "Oh, so you lived in a different state, right?"
No, it's like it's just like not even 10 miles like down the road over here. And so like we were gonna go to GAR, and then obviously I lived in Compton, so like I wasn't in the school zone. So they were like, what you can do is you can go to Artesia High School for like a semester and then transfer over to GAR in time for basketball season.
Yeah.
I get to Artesia and I find out that they won a state championship the year before. So now my brain is like, I got a better opportunity here.
Plotting over here.
And there I stayed, right? And there I stayed. So I got really lucky to go to a school in a relatively nice area that did put stock in the arts and everything like that.
Commute.
But the school is like in Bellflower, because we played Bellflower in our league, Artesia, which we mopped y'all a couple times. We got our fair share of mops as well. But like,
don't worry, the school I claim is an all boys school. It's Bosco.
Okay, St. John
That's
Bosco.
Right. My whole family
St.
went
John.
there.
St. John Bosco waxed our asses every single time. I don't think we ever beat
In
St. John
everything,
Bosco.
I'm
They were
sure.
so fucking good. You want to talk about like doing sports over art? They are all about the sports over art.
I was always like, yeah, my last name's Lucero. It's kind of a big deal over here. It's like 6 uncles. They all played there. They all raced.
Oh, you part of the dynasty.
All the records. Yeah.
You got a whole family line
My grandpa
going down
coached there.
See, that's hard. See, I actually like that. I was very like much a big fan of like St. John Bosco. Like every time we would go to their gym,
cool.
I'm like, this is like next level type stuff. It's like modern day level type things.
Exactly. Yeah, they're neck and neck, really.
Neck and neck. It's so crazy. But like, again, it's very lucky to go to a school of arts. But when you talk about like Bellflower and like Paramount and Compton High School, they're just all in on sports. That's all they care about. And I think if I would have went to one of those schools, that's probably what I probably would have been chasing basketball like my entire life, trying to play overseas or something like that. But I don't know. It's just I'm just lucky that I was able to kind of like see another frame of thinking just by being in a new environment. Because talking about environment, like your environment does kind of shape you and the way you see the world.
It
And
really does.
Had I not gone to Artesia, like I probably would have been in a much different place.
Growing up in Los Angeles County, surrounding areas, SoCal, like we do have the proximity advantage to get into Hollywood. Yeah. And eventually you obviously have made it into Hollywood. But
eventually,
at what point did you notice a shift in your family and friends who are from Compton? At what point did they start looking at you differently or talking to you like, oh, you're big time now?
Oh, that's
because I know
actually,
that switch came at one point.
That's actually really funny because so my aunt, my grandmother, and my uncle, they all moved to Texas like before this whole thing took off, right? But I moved. So growing up, I always saw Hollywood as like over there.
Far.
Like it's far,
Yeah.
right? It's like, oh, I have no reason to go over there. That's where the famous people are. Like it's a long bus ride away. I couldn't drive. It's like, why would I head over there? And if I do drive, traffic, hell no.
It was like
right?
a whole field trip to
It was
get
a whole
to
field trip. It's a
Hollywood.
field trip to go there, right? You got to take the subway, go to the Union Station, take the Green Line. It's a whole mess. But when I started working in advertising, I got a little closer to it because, you know, I was a copywriter and I used to be on sets and stuff like that. But even then it was like a shock because I was just like, whoa, this is a whole new world of
I know
LA.
exactly what you're talking about.
It's crazy.
New freeways, everything is different.
And I was commuting from Bellflower to Playa Vista. So it was like, you know, it was like I'm going from one world to the next.
Yeah.
But when I started like getting big in this like whole TikTok thing and the switch of like, I'm kind of bigger than, I really hate to like describe myself as like where I'm at. I really don't like it. It gives me an ick. It really does give me an ick. So like, forgive me if I start like squirming when I talk about it. But
you can claim it, it's fine.
Because it's taken me a long time to realize like what I am. Like I still very much run away from the word like famous or celebrity or anything like that.
You know what? Let me help you out.
No!
Because I've seen you at events and the way you get swarmed, I'm like, okay, I'll talk to him a different time.
And I'm still not used to it either. I don't understand why. I still don't understand.
Do you really not?
No.
There's nothing that you can pinpoint to where you're like, well, maybe this is why people like me.
I just make videos on the internet, dude. Like I just throw out my thoughts on the internet, and like to think that somebody sees that and goes, "You're just as famous as." Can I tell you this? So to answer your question.
Oh yeah, back to that.
I'll answer your question by like giving you a little story, and it will lead into like where I realized it because I had to realize it before like I see them realize it, right?
Yeah.
I out famous Pedro Pascal one time.
You what?
I out famous Pedro Pascal one time. This is a true story. There are witnesses to this.
Oh, let's go.
Ask my homegirl Liv Pearsall. She's there.
Yeah.
She was there. So I was at this after party for Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, the Nicolas Cage movie. And I wasn't supposed to be there, to be honest. I kind of snuck in. And
he was a plus one.
I was a plus one. It was a little bit more nefarious than that. Like I kind of snuck in a different way. But anyway, sorry. So I'm there, and you know, Pedro walks in, and my friend Liv is like, "Yo, like I really want to meet him, but I'm so nervous. I don't know what to say." I don't care who the fuck it is, right? I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna say hi. So I tell her, "Hey, we're gonna walk over. We're gonna say hi, and like while we're talking, I'll introduce you." Boom, bada bing, ba boom. So we walk over, and he's swarmed by all these people, an actual famous person.
Just like Juju.
New. and like he's super sweet. He's got his hands just like this, and he's smiling, and he's waiting one by one for all these people take a photo. It's the sweetest thing. He's the sweetest guy, right? And eventually there's this like mom who has her son with her, and she says like, "Hey Pedro, my son really loves you. He loves The Mandalorian. He loves everything you do. Can he get a photo?" And he says, "Yes, of course, like of course." And so the son, mind you, Pedro's right here, the mom is right here, her and her son. I'm right here watching this. The kid starts walking to Pedro, and when he's walking, he looks left and sees me, flips his shit, right? "Oh my God, you're strong, goofy. I love your videos." And I'm thinking like, oh shit, like
That's hilarious.
I took away like this thing with, and I'm looking at Pedro, hands are still like this, but now that smile has a raised eyebrow where he's like, "Huh? What's happening?" And this kid is like, "Can I get a photo with you? Can I get a photo?" And at this point, I'm realizing what's happening. So I go, this was probably my smoothest thing that I've ever done in my life. I say, "Oh yeah, bro, of course. Like, why don't you go ahead and take a picture with Pedro first?" And then like, you can take a picture with me.
His mom's like, "What the hell?"
He goes, she doesn't know who I am. He's just like, "Okay." So he runs over, takes a quick
my
pic with
God,
Pedro,
I'm
then runs over to me, takes a photo with me. "Hey man, so glad you're here. You're doing great. Da, da, da." And he goes with his mom. Pedro now, his hands are still like this. He scoots over to me and he just goes, "Who are you?"
Wait, that's insane.
And we partied for the rest of the night together.
You're kidding.
We literally danced. I have this on video. Me, him, Tiffany Haddish dancing at the after party.
Wait, these stories are crazy.
Yeah, and that was the first moment where I was like, okay, maybe I got something going.
We
right?
got a little bit of
Maybe
clout.
we got a little bit of movement, right? We got some motion. We got a little motion with the kids at least. With the kids.
No,
at least.
that's what helped you out though.
It did,
You'll
and
take
like
it.
it was cool to like that Pedro, like he got interested, and he asked me like, oh, what do you do, like,
Yeah.
and I told him, and he was very much interested.
He's very receptive.
He's super
with that
receptive,
sort of
and we had a
stuff.
great conversation, and we danced on the dance floor, and it was like a really great night. Now, back to your question, because I know this is a long roundabout. Now I'm thinking to myself like, okay, like I stole a little shine from Pedro, like that's something, right? So my aunt, who always wanted me to get into the medical field, mind you, she never,
Oh, wow.
through every step of my
Classic.
professional life, never understood what I did, why I was doing it, didn't understand why I wanted to get into communications, didn't understand what advertising did, still barely knows what I do now, right?
Right.
And I think when they started realizing when I hosted at the Oscars for TikTok, that's when they were like, oh, he big time now. Like, he's actually, like, doing things, right? And so
Huge.
they all started following me, which, like, is strange because they're not really on their phones like that. But they're all like, we'll follow to support.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
it's cool whenever I, like, go see them, especially for the holidays. They'll reference, like, videos and interviews that I've
Man,
done. And they'll
that's so
say,
cute. I
well, oh,
love
my
that.
God. I've
Yeah.
taken a few of them to, like, red carpets and stuff like that. I took my
Yeah.
dad, like literally 2 months out of prison. I took him to the Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Okay,
So-
that's the thing. You mentioned your dad got out 4 years ago, and you started creating content around that same time, a little before that?
So it was like, so my dad got out, I want to say it was either 2021 or 2022.
Okay.
And I started creating content maybe like seriously created content in 2020. That's when I seriously, because I did like renegade dances and stuff like that. We don't need to talk about that. But it was like, I seriously started doing it in 2020. And then I got invited to the Wakanda Forever premiere, and I thought it would be cool to like, bring my dad there, right? Like, it's his first big thing out. Not to put his business all the way out there, but he still has like his ankle like
Monitor.
bracelet monitor on there and
Yeah, yeah.
everything. But it was cool to like kind of like share that moment with him, to be like, hey, you haven't seen me since I was like third grade, because he was in, then he got out for a couple years, and he went back. And so I'm like, you haven't seen me since like third grade, beginning of fourth grade. So like it was like a cool moment to see like, hey, Dad, this is where I'm at now. This is like really cool. And he was noticing people will walk up to me, like take pictures and he's off to the side, and I can tell he was like getting emotional.
I was gonna.
And like I'm getting emotional that he's like able to see. I'm getting emotional right now, honestly.
Yeah.
But it was really cool that I get to like have this moment and be like, hey, Pop, like you weren't around, but like I was all
You're
right.
gonna make me emotional.
Your
Shoot.
sister, your mom, they did a good job.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. To be
Yeah.
able to see his eyes, I'm sure was really cool as well. Because at one point you start to kind of get used to it, and then to be able to take him to Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
What did you see in his eyes? Because at that point you're kind of already getting used to it.
Yeah, he was a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. Like, because I can only imagine like being inside for as long as he was. Like, just being outside has to be
Yeah.
a major like
Adjustment.
adjustment, right?
Yeah.
But to be at like this big premiere, one of the biggest, like probably the biggest premiere that year, right? And like being surrounded by
Massive.
all these people. He met Angela Bassett like that time, and he said that's the one person that he wanted to see.
Oh, wow.
So it was cool where he was just kind of like, he didn't know what to do. Like he just was trying to be out the way
Yeah.
for
I
the
get that.
most part.
Yeah.
But like there was this moment. This was the day that I met Ryan Coogler for the first time, like
Oh.
ever. He was there. Like he was right there, witnessed the whole
History was
like,
made.
thing, right? And so it was funny because he's there, and he like people are telling him like, damn, I'm gonna get fucking emotional. People were like literally stopping him and going like, your son is like so like cool. Like your son is like really cool.
Let me grab you a tissue.
And please.
Because you're going to make me.
Ooh, this was not supposed to happen. Thank you. I'll take two. I'm gonna take two. But it was cool to watch people walk up to him and like kind of like reassure him like you must be really proud of your son, and to see him just go like, man, like, and he Compton as fuck. My dad is like so Compton, and he like old school Compton too, so he still has an accent and everything. He was like, man, I know, man, like, and you could tell like he's acknowledging that he wasn't there, but at the same time he's like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like for him to like see me that way, like that's all that's all I ever wanted was like to see my dad, just be with my dad. Like,
yeah, of course.
I spent a large amount of my life like searching for father figures. And I've made very strong bonds with a lot of men, like you said. Like I've told you, like my drama teacher, like basketball coaches. My uncle is a huge father figure in my life. Like shout out to my uncle. But like, this is my dad, right? Like this is the one person that I've always wanted a true relationship with.
Yeah.
And so to share that moment with him was just like, it was everything. It was incredible.
No, for you to be able to exactly share that moment with him, be able to give him anything as an adult, that's just, so many people talk about that. They talk about, especially a lot of content creators, they talk about how they're now able to, I mean, you could go as far as like buying their parents a house and seeing how emotional.
I'm not there yet. But
you're right.
Hopefully.
But I think there is always a little bit of that inside of us where we just really want to give back to them, despite how much he was able to be there for you. You know, he always wanted to, and you always wanted that connection with him as well. I remember seeing you say something about how whenever you see a father connection in a movie, that it makes you really emotional. Do you think that's because it's something that you think about with your own dad, or is it because you're a father now?
It's 100%. It's both. It's both. But like, it's taken on a new dimension since I've become a father now.
To make you emotional.
I know, it's fine. It's fine. Like, it's definitely taken on a new dimension now that I am a father, right? Because I am a very present dad in my daughter's life, because I know what it's like to not have your dad.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to constantly be searching for your dad, right? And so whenever it comes to my daughter, like, I'm ride or die. Like, I'm always there. I turn down jobs. I turn down opportunities so I can be with her. And she's always going to come first. That's why when you said, you know, with all these titles, like, dad is like my most important one. And so before she was born, every time I would like watch things like Finding Nemo, that shit rips me to pieces. To this day, it rips me to pieces, bro. Like, I just want to say that I feel like Finding Nemo is like disrespected when we talk about its place and some of the greatest movies of all time. I feel like it's really disrespected.
So real.
Even when we give like our top 10 like Pixar movies, I'm like, put Finding Nemo in that bitch, because at the top, bro, because that father-son relationship in it, the scene, I tell people, the scene that makes me cry the most in that movie is not like the reunion. It's not like him being taken. It's the scene where Marlin is telling the turtles about like how he lost Nemo, about his journey, and then the turtles tell the fish, and the fish tell the dolphins, and the dolphins tell the seagulls, and then it gets back to Nemo, and to see Nemo's face when he's listening to his dad, this story about his dad traversing the entire ocean to get back. I'm crying right now. To get back to his son. That's me. Like, that's me. I want my dad to do that, right?
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry.
Like, I never get used to it. I never grow out of it. It is a guaranteed tearjerker for me immediately, because like, I'm like, that's what I want, right? Like, that movie came out in 2003, so I was like 10 years old, so I'm just this little kid seeing that for the first time, like, holy shit. Another thing, a more recent movie, and fucking Ryan Coogler, I have you to thank for this shit. I don't even think I told him this, but the scene at the very end where Adonis, not Sinners, Creed.
It
was for Creed. Creed has multiple scenes that make me just weep, like, uncontrollably. And because, you know, it's a father-son story at the center of it. Like, he's looking for a father figure in like Rocky, and like Apollo hasn't been there for him because, you know, he's gone.
You see those gloves? Right there. What are the odds?
What are the odds of her sitting right? You got two of my favorite movies, like E.T. and Creed, like, just sitting there. This is destiny. It's kismet. Oh my God. But it's the scene where he loses the fight. Sorry if you haven't seen Creed in all these years. Like, sorry, he loses the fight. Spoiler alert. But it's when he loses the fight, and Max Kellerman is like asking him, like, you never got a chance to meet your father. If he was here, what would you say? And when he says, I would just want to tell him that I love him and I know he didn't leave me on purpose.
Why did you do this?
Immediate. Fucked me up.
Oh my God, I
Fuck
don't know
me
how
up.
we're going to get through this.
Fucked me up. Because that's exactly how I feel about my dad. He didn't do it. It wasn't on purpose. I know he loved me. That year he got out, he was very much involved with me. He wanted to be a dad to me. And so every time I see that scene, I think of that. It fucks me up. So yeah, father-son shit in movies it kills, it kills me.
Moral of the
It
story.
gets me, man. I got daddy issues, guys. I guess you weren't prepared for that revelation of Shy and Goofy, but I have major daddy issues, bro.
Have you shared all of this? Because you're like, oh my God, people are going to. First of all, yeah, if you're listening on audio, we are crying over
Listen,
here. Juju, thank you for being so real with us, though.
I always want to keep it real. Like, obviously, like I keep a lot of things like close to my chest. I don't feel like for people like us who have like big followings, like not everyone deserves to like truly like know us to the fullest extent, like our friends and family do. And like I'm open about like my past and my father. It's just that nobody's ever really asked before, and. I care. I've always been accustomed to carrying weight, like in my life. It's just a product of where I grew up, right? There's always been weight, and I have a lot of weight, like even as an adult now. But like, I feel like movies, again, is how I connect with the world. I feel like it's how we all connect with the world, and like how I see movies is shaped by how I was raised. So every time there is that story element there, it hits me in a certain way, right? And I feel like that's a big reason why I've been somewhat of a success of what I do, is because I'm just honest about my emotion when I watch these things. Like, I can look at these things from like a very analytical film school, like analysis standpoint, and that could be cool. But at the end of the day, like not everybody understands that language. Everybody understands emotion, right? And so like, I like being open whenever I talk about myself, whenever I talk about film, because I feel like they just go hand in hand, And
you talked about you don't know why people feel as close to you as they do and why you have the following that you do.
It's a theory.
That's
it's
potentially why.
Yeah, and here I am crying on your show. Like I don't.
But I think it's rare for me to meet a guy who is willing to be that open emotionally. I find that with like a lot of people in my family, even they struggle with being emotional and feeling their feelings. And so I think you're someone who's able to explain exactly how you're feeling through movies, and people are like, wow, you just put that into work. Like my voice doesn't normally shake like this, but I'm shaky just from this conversation. So
well, I was raised primarily by women, so like
definitely
shout out
helps.
to them. Shout out to my grandma, my aunt, and my uncle Derek. Like they've got me in touch with my emotions, so I have no problem like expressing those things.
Let's have a little fun first.
Let's switch gears a little bit.
Exactly. Let's get into some of your recent interviews, because you've had, first of all, the reason this is even happening is because you had a Leo, good old solo named Leo. Leonardo DiCaprio. You just interviewed him.
Newcomer.
I'm like dying to know everything about that. What was he like? Did you have to, how much did you have to prep beforehand? Were you shaky? Like everything.
Okay, so I've had 3 interactions with Leo. 3 of them were like very different circumstances. So I feel like I got 3 different types of Leonardo DiCaprio. The first one was something that actually never was posted, never aired. Like it never was made, right? We made it, but we never put it out. And it was a piece of content where it was me, Leo, Tiana Taylor, Regina Hall, and Chase Infinity, the lovely Chase Infinity, like sitting on a couch, and we're reacting to the second trailer for One Battle After Another. And so we had a good, maybe 20 minutes to just sit on the couch, just hang out, chat. He and I talked about the finals because they were going on during that time. And we know Leo's a big basketball guy, as am I. So we got to bond a little bit over that. So we kind of built a rapport off of that. By the time we got finished with that and they were supposed to send me the footage, the trailer had changed. They changed the whole trailer. So what we reacted to, we couldn't use. So I was like, okay, but at least I got to build a rapport with them. That's fine. The second time was the junket interview. So he remembered me from that time. But I say it was like a different Leo because that Leo before was very casual and very like, oh yeah, we're just starting the press run, like, you know, the finals are happening, so like we're just like bonding over just being human things. Whereas this one, he's like, all right, smack dab in the middle of the press run. He wants the movie to do well. You know how passionate he is about these movies. And he's there with Benicio del Toro, and he's like, I want to talk about the film. Like, I just want to get like here. And like, you see my interviews. Like, I like to have like fun with my guests and stuff like that. And I'm really good at like testing the waters with it.
Seeing how far they're willing
to push it in that moment. Plus, I know this is like his like third to last interview. He's been doing this a lot, and they've only given me 5 minutes, right? So I'm like, okay, not a lot of time.
That's typically how junkets are.
You don't get a lot of time.
Yeah,
quick, right? You get one question, maybe 1.5 max, and then you get the wrap up, right? So it's really like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I got to make this question a good one, because originally I had 12 minutes, and then it got pushed to 5. So I was like, ooh, what is the best question that I could use?
Said, okay, let me just
so now
cut this
I'm
down.
using like 30 seconds to like which one,
Yeah.
right? So now like I give him, like, you know, I asked him that, and I said, because again, you got one shot and he's about business. So what is a question that like gets him engaged and it's still like very much on brand for like what we're doing? And I asked them, audience has kind of like grown up with you, right? They've seen many of phases and eras in your career, right? You've been a heartthrob, obviously won an Oscar. But I want to know kind of, if you were to break down your career in eras, like how would you break those things down? What would you name those eras of yours?
It's a good question. I've never thought of that.
And when he said, like, wow, I never thought about that. I'm like,
boom.
I was like, shit. That's like the dream you want whenever you're interviewing somebody. You make them actually think about.
When you see their face shift into a face that you're not used to seeing them make.
And the fact that it's happening to Leo, right? Because Leo has heard every question. Like, he's been around. Like, you could tell he has, like, a pre-recorded answer for like everything. So the fact that he really had to
and
go,
it was the end of the day.
And it was the end of the day.
They've been through all of those questions.
So like the fact that he was like truly engaged with it, and you could tell, like, I know that he was probably going to think about that after the interview as well, because he just gave me the quickest and most like thoughtful answer he can give me in the moment, but it was a great answer still. So that was like really cool. And then I see him a week later in London, and I like that I didn't tell him this, that I was hosting over there, so I could surprise him, right? And so I see him walk up, and, you know, he's got the handlers. Everybody's like, oh, you should go here. And they point him into my direction, and he's like, you know, business, like, let's get through this thing. And then he looks up and goes, oh, dude, it's good to see you again. And so I could tell, like, that question, those moments that we've had, like, it's stuck with him. And so now, like, we're in this, like, premiere moment, and I could tell he's, like, a little bit more loose. Like, you know, like, I got my pre-recorded questions that they gave me already. I didn't have a lot of chance to, like, give my own. But, like, but, you know, I still added my own flavor to it. And, like, he latched on to, like, the bit of flavor that I put onto it. He was super happy with it. Plus, he also had Tobey Maguire, like, taking photos of him behind him, like a proud dad. Like, that was the cutest thing. Did you not know this?
No.
Tobey Maguire showed up with Leo, and he's strictly there, not doing press, out of the way with his sunglasses on, taking photo and video of Leo doing interviews and taking photos with fans.
Oh my God.
It's literally, hold on.
Please hold.
Hold.
Wait,
because
that is so
I have this
cool.
on my Instagram.
That you saw this firsthand.
I saw this firsthand here. You're going to be like,
I feel
what?
like there's a week of content there that I completely missed. So you're catching me up.
Swipe the photo.
Okay, let's go. Yes, I did see this. Oh my God, Toby's so proud.
He's so happy.
Aww.
He's so cute. And that's the best friendship that you want. So
Yeah.
we're in good spirits and we're in good vibes. And, like, for someone like Leo, for a huge part of my life, like, he's a movie star.
Yeah.
Right? And movie stars always have this air of, like,
He's
they're
as
not
A-list
real.
as you can
A-list, right?
Yeah.
Like, shit, S-list if there is one. Like,
Right.
there's a tier for that. Yeah. But the fact that, like, not only that I'm sitting here, that I'm talking with him, but, like, he knows who I am. He's engaged. He's happy. He's cool. And I got 3 chances like that. Like, that's been...
That's already so rare. For anyone to
Yeah.
get a single Leo interview, let alone you getting multiple opportunities to speak with him.
Yeah.
Because that's
Blessing.
At what point were you like, I want to start interviewing?
You know, I can't remember.
Or did it come to you?
So I'm trying to remember what interview made me say, this is what I want to do.
So they came to you first.
So they came to me first.
Okay, that's already
They came to me first.
hair flip moment.
I'm trying to remember who was the first person who approached me for an interview, but like, I remember there was an interview where I really did walk out, and I was like, "This is what I want to do," right?
Yep.
I want to say, I think, because I've had my podcast for a while, but like Ryan Coogler was like probably the first time I said like, yeah, like this is what I was meant to do. But as far as like this is what I want to do,
Because that was a good ass conversation.
it was a great conversation, and that's the thing. It didn't feel like an interview; it was a
Yeah.
conversation, and I try to like have conversations with people.
That was the thing about
Right.
both of you, is that neither of you come across like, you don't come across like you're interviewing, and he doesn't come across like he's being interviewed. Just in your like nature, you
Right.
know, you have very natural conversations.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like, no, I'm genuinely enjoying this between the two of you.
Yeah, it's because like I feel like there's interview celebrity interviews, and I should say like just like film interviews in general, like, and I think we're just seeing it a lot because like the internet just gives this to us, is there's a sense of probing that comes with that, right? And I don't want to probe, right? I'm not searching for anything when I'm talking to people. I just like to talk to people, right? And so I'm not here to like give you a gotcha or
Yep,
like
no
find
gotcha
out.
journalism
We
here.
don't like gotchas over here. Like I just want to know about you, right? It goes back to me being a kid, just wanting to connect with someone
Yeah.
over film, and I feel like we never really get a chance to ask the people who make film what inspires them to make film, right? What are their favorite films? Like where does their voice start when they create? And I feel like people don't really see journalists as storytellers, but that's who we are. Like our job
For
is
sure.
to tell the stories of the
Yeah.
people that make things that we love. And I feel like we get lost in that when we're just trying to figure out like, what movie are you doing next, or what are you wearing?
Because the views make it hard sometimes.
And it's
too.
the views,
Sometimes
and I
you
feel
have
like
to
we're
tailor
chasing
it.
views
Yeah.
when it comes to that. Me, I'm not chasing views.
Right.
Like, and I feel like a lot of people who are the most successful don't chase algorithms. They kind of break rules in that way. And for me, I'm just very fortunate to just be in this position to ask people questions that I want to ask them, and when it comes to like what I love and what they love, right? And so, yeah, like I guess that just goes with me not understanding why people like me for that, because I'm just talking. You know? I'm just curious. I'm a curious lad.
You ask what you're already curious about, and I think those make the best conversations.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you're not like trying too hard, honestly.
Yeah, and like I'm trying hard not to fuck up, because like I have fucked up.
Do you get shaky?
I do, but I'm really good at not showing
At hiding it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really good at hiding my shakiness, and I've always had that talent of like, when I did do plays and shit like that, like I would never say the line right.
Oh.
I will always forget my lines constantly, but I'm really
There's
good
the
at
memory.
But I'm very good at improvising and like using the shakes to like channel it into
Yeah.
something else, right? Even when I play basketball, couldn't remember a single play. Out there. The shit will break
movies.
down. Just movies. It's in my brain. But I do get nervous. I actually just got nervous yesterday when I was talking to Kirsten Dunst and Channing Tatum.
Oh my God, were you at Roofman?
I was at Roofman. Were you at Roofman? Were you there?
No, I was supposed to go.
It was good. It's a good movie.
I really
But
want to see it.
It's good. Listen, Derek Cianfrance, I love Blue Valentine. Like I didn't even know he wrote Sound of Metal until very recently.
Oh.
And I was like, this guy's fucking.
He did a
crushing
good
it.
job?
Did a good job.
Okay.
He did a good job. Solid movie. But I was like nervous because like one, Channing Tatum, like it's he's so charismatic and so cool, and like whenever you go into an interview with somebody like that, like you want them to carry the interview, but at the same time, like I want to show that I'm a good interviewer, because like
Yeah.
if you're being carried by the person you're interviewing, then like I don't want to say like your skills are lacking, but like the fact that they feel like they have to carry you, right? So I wanted him to like see me as like a capable like interviewer with like actual thoughtful questions and stories and things.
You
And
wanted
so
to like rise to your level.
I wanted to
and match
rise
it.
and match,
yeah.
right? That's what it was. Not to like overshadow him, because it is his movie, and
Right.
like to allow him to do that. But like if I ever want this opportunity again, I want him to know me, right?
Exactly.
And then Kirsten Dunst, man, like so everyone involved with Spider-Man 2 holds a special place in my heart. Everybody. Like I have walked up to Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi, Alfred Molina, and now Kirsten Dunst and I make it a point to let them know that Spider-Man 2 is the reason why I'm here.
Oh.
It's the reason why I'm here. And I know Toby don't like to talk to a lot of people. I know he doesn't like to be bothered. I didn't give a fuck. And I told him, I said, bro, you could tell me to fuck off right now, and I will not mind. No hard feelings. But
in fact, I would love it.
Yeah, in fact, I will carry that with me for the rest of my life. But I will just never forgive myself if I didn't let you know that your movie literally is the reason why I'm standing in front of you right now. Like, it's the reason why I'm here. And then he was like, oh, shit, wow. And, like, we actually had a nice conversation about that and everything. I took a picture with him, and it was all good. Yeah, got a little fan moment.
Yeah.
But I had to let Kirsten Dunst know in that moment as well. So, like, I'm standing in front of her, and, like, I'm shaking because I'm just kind of like, I still think of that final scene where she looks at Peter and says, here I am standing in your doorway. I've always been standing in your doorway. I'm like, this is what I've wanted from any romance that I've ever had. I'm just a nerdy boy that wants the girl to be in my doorway. That's all I want.
Did you have that scene with Kirsten in the moment?
I did not have that moment, like, because again, we only have 5 minutes, so I was like, I couldn't get into the full thing. Damn it! But one day,
Yeah.
Jesse, I hope you don't feel bad about that. But so I did get to share those moments with her because, like, again, like, she's been a huge part of my life as well. Like, when it comes to watching movies, like,
yeah.
I remember watching her in Jumanji and Small Soldiers and shit like that, right?
So many films.
So many films. So, like, I was genuinely shaking, like, talking to them. Luckily, I was good at hiding it, like, giving them, and they were, like, really happy with it. And I saw Channing at the after party. And he remembered, and I was like, "Okay,
Stop.
Mission accomplished." He was like, he was telling people like, "This guy was really good at the end." I was like,
"Oh my god!"
Cool,
okay,
cool,
so
cool,
said
cool.
invited back next time.
Hopefully,
okay, big deal.
You know, hey, get on the podcast, Channing. I'm just saying.
Exactly, I would watch.
We
that,
could talk about Coach Carter and Step Up.
No, because why was I thinking about that yesterday?
Coach Carter?
Yes.
I love Coach Carter.
Is it your favorite basketball movie?
It's between Coach Carter and Glory Road.
Oh.
Yeah, most people aren't put on game to Glory Road,
No,
but
I've
Coach
never seen
Carter.
it.
Okay, so Glory Road. I've
seen a lot of sports movies, so that's interesting.
So I'll say this, like, Glory Road has the best directed basketball scenes I've ever seen.
Okay.
It has the best directed basketball scenes. Never seen a movie direct basketball that way. Coach Carter is probably the better movie. Glory Road will make you cry, though. It's Remember the Titans, but basketball. It's
Okay,
Remember the Titans, but basketball.
Locked in, let's go.
Listen, watch it. Please get back to me.
Circle back, yes.
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Check
I got
that out.
it. I know you make a lot of videos about films that, like, take stands. What's a recent movie that took a stand where you were like, I'm really proud of how they did this?
I mean, there's two that come to mind immediately, and I'm trying to think because I haven't seen this movie yet, but I want to because it was, like, really hard to find. And I'm trying to, like, remember the name. It's a Palestinian film.
Oh, I know. I think it premiered at TIFF.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
I hardly saw it.
I need to see that. Like,
Yeah.
I need to see it, right? And I hope they give it the distribution that it deserves, so, like, everybody can see it.
They never do, but
they
I
never
hope they
do. But, like, I'm gonna find a way to, like, see it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm, like, on a mission to, like, see that fucking movie. But two movies that I feel like, you know, being a black man, like, watching this, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Like, obviously, like, you guys know how I feel about Sinners. Like, Ryan Coogler took his own stand, like, outside of the movie, like, making it. But such an original film that's steeped in blackness that just pays homage to, like, what we've done for the culture while also acknowledging the oppression of other people, namely the Irish. Like, I just love that about that. For a vampire movie, didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But the fact that it did, it's incredible. But One Battle After Another, what it does when it comes to depicting black women, like, giving them, like, complex.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm, like, dying to
I won't
see
spoil
this
it for
one.
you, but
Seeing it this week.
Tiana Taylor, Regina Hall, and Chase Infinity, like, they are, like, obviously Leo's, like, the big draw of that movie, but the way Paul Thomas Anderson centers black women and depicts them in such, like, a complex way, and, like, not in the sense of, like, oh, black women are good, right? Like, because nobody's 100% good, but they give you characters that you don't necessarily see black women have in a lot of movies, right? And I feel like that's it, as a result of, like, Paul Thomas Anderson, like, having a black wife and, you know, just having that experience. Like, he knows, like, those experiences, and he gave it all the love and care that he could possibly give it. And to see black women with character archetypes like this, as complex as they were, I think that's a stand in and of itself. Nobody was like, the quirky black best friend
Yeah.
that like just gave the advice and things like that. And I already went on my soapbox about like Tyler Perry and like what he does with black women in his films.
I did watch that,
But
and I was laughing.
it just kind of sucks that like Paul Thomas Anderson did black women better in one battle after another than I've
Than a
seen
black
in
man.
many. Yeah, you know. Again, I just like to hold Tyler Perry
It's
to a
like
higher standard.
Some
that's
of
all.
them just go for laughs rather than. It's the same thing with content creators.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
celebrities are just going for the views in the same way, or for the laughs in the same way that creators are going for the views.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I have a thing about YouTube pranksters, right?
Oh God.
I have a thing about YouTube prank. I don't understand them. I don't understand them. I mean, I understand them to like they're trying to go for the joke, but like it's like the lengths they're willing to go for a joke, and then a lot of it is also like staged pranks,
Right.
as well.
What are we doing here?
And the thing that gets me a lot, and like, excuse me for being crass, porn stars love a YouTube prankster. I know that sounds so weird. I know that's like out of left field. I really like, cause like every time
not what I expected.
I know it's not what you expected, but it just confuses me, right? Like I just want to understand the Venn diagram of like why these things go together,
Yeah.
right? Cause like it's like the guys who always have OnlyFans models in their skits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I get, it's what we talked about. It's like chasing the views. Whereas like, and I have nothing against like OnlyFans models. I have many of friends who are OnlyFans models and like close friends who like do that type of thing, and go get your fucking bag. Like, your body, your choice. It's amazing. Like, do that shit. Men willing to pay, get that fucking money. But I just want
up your standards,
but
because
not
the
but up your, why the pranksters?
Because why are you going for the pranksters?
But why the but you know, again, I feel
pranksters?
like
I get why you're going for them.
it's just I'm just asking a question, right? I'm just, because like I'm not trying to be like I make real content or nothing like that, and like there's people making better content. It's just that this particular sector of content creation, when we talk about chasing views, right?
Yeah.
We're staging pranks, we're doing skits, and every single time there's like this pipeline where it's like I'm only collaborating with OnlyFans models, which I get. There's horny guys who like will click like because they see their favorite whoever, but then it's like I don't know where this was going, but like I just always wonder, where does that go? So in the comments, if there's a comment section for this, right?
Yeah, of
if you
course.
could let me know why OnlyFans / porn stars / comedians, skits, pranksters link up. I just need to understand the science. It's like the
This
weird.
whole time I thought you were going like this. I said, "Oh
no,
God."
so they're going like this. I'm sure they are.
Why are they going like this?
Why are they going like this? What, like, I guess it's like they like funny men or something like that, I guess.
Well, you could find better there too.
But I
yeah.
feel like there's a lot of comedians, and I don't want to call out like no names or nothing like that, but there's just a lot of comedians who just feel that the lowest hanging fruit is like the best form of comedy, and if you don't get it, well, you just don't understand comedy. Like, I know it better
like,
than you.
girl, no.
Yes.
That is not how that
It's not.
works.
And I'm all for, like, if you got your audience, cater to that audience. I would just exercise my right
If
to say,
that's
like,
how
I don't
comedy
understand
was,
it.
then anyone would do it.
Yeah.
The lowest hanging fruit, like, no,
Yeah.
that's not how it works.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like, to get back into the movies of it all, like, I feel like comedians who establish like their identity, super important. Like Adam Sandler, right? You know what you're getting with Adam Sandler, who I fucking love.
Love that. man.
I love that. He can do no wrong to me,
Yeah.
right? And like, I will openly acknowledge, like, bro, you make some stupid fucking movies.
Of course.
You make some idiotic, dumb, stupid,
The
like
best
fart, like the
part.
fart jokes and everything. But I understand that this is what he does.
the hairy butt cheeks in 8 Crazy Nights.
The hairy butchy. Thank you for referencing 8 Crazy Nights. Because I literally was just singing the song like not too long. I wonder if that man ever wiped his ass with the wrong hand. Yes. You got a hook for a hand.
Oh my God, I haven't watched that in so long.
I
It just-
actually watched it very recently.
Oh, I'm done. I need to go back now.
That's a technical foul. Football.
That's a technical foul.
That movie is so fucking funny. I don't know if like all the jokes hold up well today because they were very
Right,
like,
I'm
you know,
sure.
but I
Do I
still
feel
watch.
like, is it kind of a deep cut?
It's
Have
a
not that
deep
many-
cut for sure.
Interesting.
It's a deep cut for sure now. Like, cause I like only when this is a good litmus test for it. if it's a deep cut or not. When somebody mentions a movie and everyone feels like they just remembered it for the first time in years, and then, like the moment that we just had, we're like, oh
Locked
shit,
in.
because nobody talks about it like that, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you say something like Superbad, everybody knows that's a classic,
Yeah,
and
they
everybody's
know.
like, we get it. It's funny as fuck. We'll get into it. But
No,
you say
that
Ain't Crazy
reaction.
Night though, like that Ain't Crazy Night
No,
is funny.
so real.
And so like, and again, like Adam Sandler is one of like my all-time favorite like actors, like producers, like comedians. Happy Gilmore is one of my favorite comedies of all time, along with Waterboy. Like the Adam Sandler era was crazy.
Waterboy. God, it's so good.
So
Someone asked
fucking
me
good.
what my top 5 favorite Adam Sandler movies
Okay,
was.
let's get into it right now. What's
I
yours?
literally, no, I couldn't.
Yo, you couldn't do
I
it?
couldn't do. I had 6, and then I said no, I don't know.
It's
Okay,
a lot.
wait. Do you know yours?
I'll give you
I feel bad
3.
though because I'm making
I'll give you 3 and I'll see if I can get it to 2.
Okay. 3?
I'll give you 3 and I'll see if I can get it to 2.
That's already insane.
It's so Happy Gilmore I already say it's like
Yeah,
to
Happy
me one
Gilmore's
of his
there.
crowning jewel. Waterboy, I can interchange that.
I
and
agree. Those are my top.
Those are my top 2. And then it does get hard.
No, exactly.
Now
And
we're
there's
just talking comedies, or we
but
talking like his whole
everything. Because 50 First Dates.
50 First
I don't know
Dates
how
is
I cannot
good.
put that in there.
50 First Dates
when
is
that's one of
really
my
good.
favorite
I
rom-coms.
mean, Punch Drunk Love too. You gotta put
Dude.
Punch Drunk Love, but a PTA movie, you gotta do that.
I don't know how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Wait,
Hold
what's
on.
the other sports movie?
Longest Yard.
Yeah, Longest Yard.
Longest Yard is great.
Like how we're.
I think it's
it has
one
to
of his
go in
most
there.
underrated performances.
I think Longest Yard has to be.
I honestly, Longest
but
Yard
then
can
we're
be in there
missing
too.
so many.
But you're missing Mr. Deeds. You're missing Billy Madison. You're missing. You're missing Click. You're missing Click. Yep.
No,
missing Click.
it's the impossible top 5.
And then Uncut Gems.
Uncut
It's his
Gems.
best performance that he's ever put in. Uncut Gems. Yeah.
Bro.
Adam Sandler's, and then like.
You
I've
being like,
been
I can give
watching
you top
Grown Ups
2.
a lot more, and Grown Ups keeps getting better.
I love
Grown Ups
Grown-
keeps getting better. I love fucking Grown Ups, and I feel like there's pre Grown Ups Adam Sandler and there's post Grown Ups Adam
Yeah,
Sandler.
yeah.
Right now, there's still a little bit of post Adam Sandler in the pre Grown Ups, but I feel like he went full into like his new style of like dumb fucking comedy
Yeah.
after Grown Ups,
Yeah.
like the Hubie Halloween, what's that other? Just Go With It.
Oh,
You know
my
what I'm saying?
God,
Like,
yeah.
and I understand he's a guy who knows the position that he's in. He just wants to make comedies with his friends.
Funny film. He wants to
knows
hire
his
everyone
audience.
he knows.
Wants to hire, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody
Bring
respects
his whole
Adam
family.
Sandler. Like everybody respects Adam. He got Al Pacino to play himself in a movie in Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
And they I'm surprised that like they
Everyone
still fuck with
respects
each other.
those nepo babies even, and that's kind of rare.
You see what
But
I'm saying?
Because you're Adam Sandler's kids, then all of a sudden it's okay.
Did you watch You're So Not Invited
Yes.
to My Bar Mitzvah? That movie, it goes hard.
I liked it.
I like that
it's
movie
not a top
fucking
5,
lot.
but I liked it.
It's not there, but like I like it. Like, honestly, I put it like out of. Well, I guess you could put it in Adam Sandler because like I want to make that his daughter's movie and not his.
I
right?
agree, yeah.
So like I'll put it like out of it, and on its own, it's still like a
It's a
dope ass.
great
I'm
movie,
a
yeah.
sucker for coming of age, so like that's like.
I agree.
I'm a
Why
big
is
sucker
it the
for that.
best genre? It's
It's
my
the best
favorite.
genre. It's the best genre. So when I saw that, I was like, "This is great." Adam
Yeah,
Sandler's
yeah.
playing a dad, like a Jewish dad. Like, let's go. So like, yeah, Adam Sandler, I got so much respect for him. But that all being said, right? Happy Gilmore 2, I am so like split down the middle on because I'm like, when people ask me how do I feel about Happy Gilmore 2, I go, which brain do you want?
Oh.
Do you want like my movie
What lens
guy?
were you looking at
What
it
lens are we
through?
looking at? Are we looking at like my Adam Sandler fan, like turn my brain off?
Immediate 10.
Just immediate 10.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Right? But if we're being honest,
Don't be honest.
that movie's stupid as fuck. Everybody got
But
kids.
I'm fine with that. Are you not
And
fine with
I'm
that?
fine with stupidity.
Okay, yeah.
I'm fine with stupid. But if you ask me,
Sometimes.
like I can acknowledge that movies that I find stupid are that I can enjoy movies that are stupid, but I can also acknowledge that they're not good.
Yeah.
Right? Adam Sandler can do better if you chose to, right?
Yeah, but he knows his audience,
He
bro.
knows
They make
it.
fun of him for the clothes he wears, but they also love it. They make fun of him for his comedy, but they also love it. They love his stupid music. but
Yeah, yeah.
They're not gonna stream it
The hippity
necessarily.
boo, the hippity boo, the
Yes.
hippity boo, boo.
Timothy Chalamet.
I'm like, why is this so fucking funny?
I know.
I don't know somebody who's so good at penetrating people's brains
It's
and being
so
like, that is
stupid
pretty
in the
funny. It's
best
so
way.
stupid in the best way.
Yes.
And so I have nothing but respect for like Adam Sandler. And I know that sounds like counterintuitive to like all my thoughts on Tyler Perry. But like, I just found this out. It's like, I've seen Adam Sandler do better and I've seen him choose to be like, okay, like I can do stupid with it while giving you like something great every now and then.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's doing J. Kelly right now. Uncut Gems was like incredible.
Yeah.
Hustle was incredible. He's like, I could pop out and show niggas if I want to.
Right.
I could.
You know he knows what he's doing, and that's why you're willing to take.
I'm willing to
less
take.
than.
I'm willing to take the slop that I can laugh at when I know that maybe 3 years down the line I'm gonna get something really cool from him.
Yeah,
right?
I'm handing you this before
Ooh,
you go.
yes,
This is our
yes,
last
yes.
part. So I
Okay.
have a game. It's called +1 or -1, where I
Okay.
present you with topics, and if you like it, you give it a +1. Let us know why.
Okay.
If you dislike it or disagree with it, -1.
I like
okay?
this. I like this a lot. Let's do it.
First one.
Ready, sit up for this
I already know your answer to this first one.
one. Okay.
Tariffs on foreign-made films.
Is this a pleasure? Like a minus
Like how
1,000?
How far can we go?
minus
with
1
this?
million? I was gonna make a video about this. And
I'm
I knew,
waiting for
and
it.
I had a lot to say, and I was gonna be late to this, and I didn't want to make you wait.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I will.
He's
do
gonna
it
go
when I
home and
get
film this.
bro.
We'll
I'm
just
gonna
cut
be,
this part.
And I never make videos irate, so like I'm like, do they deserve my full wrath?
Right.
Wrath.
Yeah, this one's hard.
I'll say this in the video, but we are inspired by films from everywhere. Some of our favorite movies are
Exactly.
inspired from movies that are foreign, right?
And educated.
And we're
by
educated,
films
and we're-
from everywhere.
Thank you. Some of the greatest directors of all time are foreign directors,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got also, if we're just what are we just gonna commit to making movies here now? Because then like
All of a
we're
sudden.
cutting off like visually what the
Exactly.
rest of the world kind of like looks like. It's just another form of censorship, and I just what is the purpose of saying like, oh, all of our films are going to be American made? You do realize that the Western is dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a novelty now, but like you want to go back to the time of like John Wayne and
Right.
shit.
That's what he's aiming for.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
would
Like,
love that.
And don't get me wrong, like there's some cool places in America. America doesn't look as cool as fucking like
No, let's be so
rest of the
for
world. Let's be
real.
so fucking
There's
for
a
real.
reason why places are trying to recreate Europe.
Yeah.
Because we don't look like that.
We don't. And it's hard to like recreate that. There's a certain aesthetic. Some of the best shots in cinema are like horizon shots of like the fucking like Italian Riviera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand the thinking of it beyond censorship, right?
Yeah.
Like beyond like the North Korean style of being like, this is the greatest place, so we're only going to be in what we think is the greatest place, when it's not. It's not. What I can only see so many like movies set in New York a year.
Well, it's also just funny that all of a sudden they care about Hollywood when I feel like they've negatively been speaking about Hollywood and California for
Which is why they're
forever.
trying to take over Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that is. And I feel like I don't know what the solution is to fight back against it. I know protesting, obviously. I know like, you know, refusing to make movies in Hollywood, but I don't know if anybody's really going to do that. But
He didn't say TV shows, I don't think. I didn't see that part.
but it's coming. Like movies and TV kind
Right.
of go hand in hand. So like I think it's implied, but
So we're going to lose so many next seasons. Wednesday has been filmed in, I believe, Romania and Ireland. Season 3, Georgia?
yeah.
All of a sudden? Like,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, think about like a lot of the Marvel films that film over in London. A lot of the Warner Brothers films that are filmed over in London. Supergirl's being filmed over in London right now. That's like one of the biggest studios in the world.
Everyone films in London. So
Everybody
true.
films over there. Like what's gonna happen when it comes to things like Squid Games, right? Like we've had such a great influx and newfound appreciation for Korean cinema.
Yeah.
Thanks to things like Parasite, thanks to things like Squid Games, Alice in Borderland, like K-pop, you know what I'm saying? Like K-pop Demon Hunters, like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, what happens now? Are we just going to set ourselves back from that progress, right? When we talk about art, some of the greatest works are not done by Americans.
Right.
And
And
film
we have
is
to be okay
an art
with
form.
it. Or you have to educate Americans more, but we're not willing to do that.
We're not willing to do that at all.
Well,
We're censoring education now.
sorry to bring this one up. Let's move on. This is
listen,
disgusting
I hate it.
conversation right
I hate
here.
it so much.
What about him? I haven't seen this one yet either. I'm dying to see
Oh,
it.
this
I
is-
hope you give it a +1, but I don't know.
This is hard. This is hard.
Oh no.
This is hard. This is hard. I'm gonna say it again. This is hard. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Because I know what the ratings are currently.
Yeah, I know what the ratings are. However, I am a big believer in see for yourself. And I do think it's worthy enough to
let's
see
go.
for yourself, right?
Wow.
Now, I do have some tea.
Okay.
I do got a little bit of tea. So I did my review for him, and I gave like my criticisms of it and everything. It was a very fair review. And I don't like to give scores because I feel like scores like just put too much on what people think are good and bad and whatnot. But, you know, I basically said like my main criticism is that it feels that there was 30 minutes cut out of that movie.
Ah, yes,
right?
I did see you say that.
Like, it's shot very well. It's acted very well. Like, from the first act to, like, midway through the second act, I'm, like, locked in. I'm like, ooh, what's going to happen? It was giving me a lot of, like, that feeling that I got in Get Out of, like, ooh, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then it speeds to the finish line. And I'm like, wait, how do we get here?
Which is interesting. I feel like most of the time, if people are going to have a complaint about, like, the length or
Yeah.
how much is put in a movie, typically
Yeah.
it's the opposite.
Yeah, because it leaves a lot of breadcrumbs, but it doesn't lead anywhere or
Does
pay
it set
off.
up for him, too?
I mean, it can, but like I don't think anybody's gonna ask for that. I mean, I would like that. I would like a director's cut of him first, and then a him too. I think a
Yeah.
director's cut will go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And the tea is that I posted this review, and this usually doesn't happen. The director liked it, the review, Justin Tipping, and then he also commented on it, and he commented
shit.
simply an emoji, a bullseye emoji.
Oh,
And so now I'm thinking,
we're getting an extended cut.
I hope we're getting an extended cut.
More chills.
So I really like, and like this video, I posted this video and the TikTok algorithm did not push it. It's
Yeah,
like sitting
classic.
at like 15, maybe 19,000 views or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like theorizing like, what does this mean? Was there 30 minutes cut out of the movie? Is there a director's cut happening? There's something happening there. So that's why I'm gonna give it a +1
That's
because I feel like there
juicy.
is like some magic to like actually like it's worth going to go see.
Yeah.
But it's up to you on whether or not you want to do this. But I'm gonna tell you to do this so you can figure it out for
I
yourself.
hope it's a +1 because that cast is
Yeah.
crazy.
The cast is great. Marlon is
+1
great.
or -1, Tyriq Withers. Okay, thank God.
That man's a star.
In every way,
That
shape,
man's
and
a star,
form.
and he cares about like
People.
He
Yeah.
cares about movies.
Yeah.
Like he's not. He told me straight up like he's not like the biggest cinephile, but he does care about the work, and he cares about entertaining people, and he
Yeah.
does care about providing people with this, right?
Yeah.
A funny story. We were hanging out. He kept asking me like, "So what do you think about the movie?" And I kept looking out. Do you really want me to say what I think about the movie? He's like, I'll just wait.
He's so
He's really
goofy.
excited, and like he was just like expressing, like in settings where we're not even doing things for the movie, just like how much he wants people to see it and what he hopes for what people to get out of it.
I
And
love
so
that.
you don't really get that a lot with that. Sometimes they make a movie and it's done.
Yeah.
I'm over it. But he's just like, oh, I can't wait for people to see it. Not because of him, but he's like, I'm just proud to be a part of this thing.
Yeah, that's
you know?
so cool. I interviewed him at the SAG Awards, so earlier this year, really before he blew up.
Listen, he got 2 movies this year blowing up.
Exactly.
And he's like in the middle of making another one right now.
Yep, he's
Yep.
gonna be in
a rom-com,
so much.
right?
And when I interviewed him, it was before anything had come out yet.
Yeah.
But I could just tell based on, well, one, he's a very attractive man, but his personality. I mean, should we talk about that first? Damn, let's
he
be
is.
so for real.
He like 6'5", 6'6". I'm looking up at him like he got green eyes and shit.
Like, get out.
And he's funny.
He's funny.
He's
That's the thing
funny.
that got me. I was like, no, his personality.
His
so I interviewed
personal-
him and Nicholas Duvernay, who was in this past season of White Lotus.
Yeah.
They were, I don't know if they still are, but they were roommates. And
Yeah.
so they were
Oh,
doing
that's
their
cool.
interviews together at the time. I don't know if you were at the SAG Awards.
No, I wasn't.
So they were doing their interviews together, and I was like, okay, they both got it, but Tyriq really
He's
has got
really
it. He
got
locks
it.
in,
Yes.
and he's quick with his answers.
He's sweet.
Nicholas took a little bit more time to
Yeah.
come up. He wasn't like great with improv, but Tyriq sold.
You know, Tyriq wanted to be a YouTuber. Like he was a YouTuber
he
for a little bit.
was.
So like he
Yes.
understands. He makes TikToks like regularly, like all the time.
Yes,
Like
he's
him and
so
Xochitl
good at
Gomez
it.
are like the 2 actors that are like they've mastered
They're
social
locked
media
in.
and they're locked in like perfectly.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
Okay, last part. We're gonna play Scroll and Tell, where I go
Okay.
to your Instagram. And
Okay.
then you're
Oh.
out of here.
Oh.
I know. No, basically, I'm gonna scroll. I'll tell you
Okay.
when I start scrolling, and then you tell me stop, and then I click, and you let us know.
Okay.
the
Okay. So I tell you
BTS
when to stop.
of that post.
Okay.
I'm
gonna let you get. I'm gonna let you
scrolling
get
now.
deep. I'm gonna
Oh
let you
God,
get deep.
Here we go. We're going. We're
Okay.
going. We're going. We're
Stop.
going. Okay. What did you say?
What is this?
You're at the Mickey 17 premiere in London, and you know what this film is really about? Oh, and then your face after seeing
Oh
Mickey
yeah.
17. Okay, wait. Getting flown out to London to cover multiple premieres. Mickey 17.
Yeah.
One battle after another.
Yeah. Crazy.
BTS of that.
It's crazy.
What is that like?
Okay, so so I haven't been on a plane. I never got on a plane up until 4 years ago.
Wow.
Right? And now, like, as you can tell, like, I've been flown all over the place.
Well-traveled man.
And it still doesn't get old, right? And I've been to London actually, like, at least 4, maybe 5 times this year alone. Mickey 17, and then what's Mickey 17? Yeah, Mickey 17, and then for One Battle After Another, and as well as some other things. But yeah, the behind the scenes on that is like kind of like, you know, it's not really like too glamorous. Like they put you in a really, really fucking nice hotel, and it's usually close to like Leicester Square. And like I love walking around London. Like as soon as I touch down, I put my bag down. I just like take a walk, just so I can like get acclimated to it. And I just love the energy of London. Like it feels like New York, but not.
Yeah, I know exactly
You know?
what you mean. I agree.
But I think the BTS for that, for like especially the One Battle After Another premiere, because I feel like the Mickey 17 premiere, it was fun. Like you go there, you kind of have these escorts that put you on the carpet, and like you walk, and you're like, wow, this is great. Take pictures. I'm in London. Look at me. But One Battle After Another, it was like my first time hosting a carpet in London, and getting there, and like the thing that was getting me the most was like meeting everyone there, and they're all like locals. They all like live there, so they all have accents, and they all sound like really cool. And here I am, the one American that you guys literally
The token American.
the token American that you flew across the water to like be here.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the same thing. Why me? Like, why am I here? And you know, my co-host, like, she was so fucking great. She was so fucking kind, and she was just kind of like, we clicked like immediately, and we were just kind of like joking around, and we kind of felt like siblings from like across the water. But at the same time, like, you know, she's hosted many a thing. She's like in radio, so like she's hosted many a thing over there, and I'm just trying not to like fuck up too bad. That's like the big thing. I'm trying not to fuck up too bad. I'm trying not to be the dumb American that like
make us look worse.
That makes us look worse. Like they got this wanker, like they got this guy. But luckily, like everyone was like super receptive. It was cool. It feels bigger because it is somewhere else. Like usually when you think of red carpet, you think of Hollywood.
So true.
Like, you know, but now you're like, oh, I'm in London. Like this feels like a global premiere. Like, you know, we're talking to the whole world. And yeah, like there's not really much more that I could say. Like it's just a surreal moment knowing where I came from and now seeing where I'm at. And it's like, how the fuck did I get here, right? Like, I get that moment so much. I'm like, how did I end up here, right?
I love it, man.
It's
so
crazy.
well deserved,
Thank
though.
you.
I really appreciate you for coming on.
I appreciate you for reaching out and inviting me. Like, this is cool.
A great conversation, at least from my perspective. Love learning
Listen,
so much
I don't
about
cry
you.
for anybody. I'll just let you know that. Cry for anybody.
Man,
Yeah.
no, but I really do appreciate you, like, willing to take it there, you know? Thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming on.
No, thank you.
I will continue to listen to Get Wrecked with Straw Hat Goofy.
Oh, thank
of
you.
course, make sure to follow him on everything if you haven't already. I'm sure you do.
Just in
But,
case.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for letting us be your plus one.
Thank you for making me your plus one.
Love it.
When you overthink it, you got the golden ticket.